Hi, my name is Diego Villamarin, and today for the class of Science of Sustainability, we're going to present the stakeholders assignment. So, first, I'm going to start introducing my table of contents. I'm going to give a brief introduction about sustainability in restaurants, how from the environmentalist part, we're going to analyze positive and negative implications, and lastly, we're going to give a conclusion where we're going to analyze if the restaurant is suitable or not. First of all, we're going to introduce the stakeholders assignment. So, as a part of as a member of the community and an environmental enthusiast, we should provide information about positive and negative effects from a seafood restaurant opening uh, in a town near to the coast. So, first of all, we have to define how sustainability is related with restaurants, and said that we're going to say that nowadays restaurants are responsible for adopting ecological measures and process, so they provide a high quality services with sustainable practices. These practices seeks to preserve the natural resources, reduce harmful effects to the environment, and contribute to the enhancement of both customers, environment, and also this helps to improve the business reputation. As an environmentalist, we're going to analyze the how how the opening of a seafood restaurant is related directly with the environment. So we're going to analyze the main source of the product for the seafood restaurants that are fisheries. So as we all know, fisheries, there's a lot of people directly involved with the fisheries and food process, from capture, from packaging, from transporting. So seafood is one of the most traded primary commodities. Therefore, sustaining seafood supply is a global issue and a local one. So we have to analyze aspects as the carrying capacity, the distribution of the flow energy in the food web, and how adopting sustainable practices will help the environment in general. Positive aspect about opening a seafood restaurant in a city near to the coast. One is that if the restaurant is the follow sustainability guidelines, this restaurant is promoting sustainability around their food and beverage community. So first of all, we have to analyze if this restaurant follow measurements and guidelines, so reduce the food waste, and see how they enhance the product quality and the customer experience, but by providing a sustainable service. Other positive aspect is the increase of demand of sustainable products. As we can see, a study from 2018 revealed that the sales from sustainable products and organic food grew faster in comparison to the conventional counterparts. As a result, we can say that governments and institutions use this type of events to promote projects to restore habitats and stocks from natural environment. One example of this is the government of Canada and the government of British Columbia are working on projects to address and revert the salmon stocks from declining, with projects that take care of the environmental aspect, so they can manage this issue. This positive aspect also affect restaurants, and restaurants have a big part here, so they can promote sustainable practices around their community. Another positive aspect about sustainable practices around restaurant if is that if the restaurant has a well managed of their food waste, this is really good because food waste represent the 10% of the greenhouses emission. So in this as a consequence, nowadays most of the restaurants try to reduce food waste in different ways, as planning ahead what they need to shop and how to storage it. Obviously, how to manage and develop well a food production process, so in order so food is not waste. Well, obviously, one of the negative implications from a restaurant opening in the city is that the fish, the seafood demand uh, increase. So overfishing is already a national and international problem, since 80%, 85% of the marine fish it's fully exploded or overfished, meaning that most of the fish practices are not sustainable. So harvesting wildlife from the sea at this rate leads to surpassing the current capacity and lowering the resources available for other species, meaning that species that are overfished are not capable of grow their population so they can maintain themselves. Another negative implication is the threatening to other ecosystems. Because of overfishing, threats to other ecosystems such as the coral reefs are happening. So the reduction of reef species in many localities lead to the endangerment of this ecosystem and the loss of a lot of species, and affect the area surrounded, since coral reef protects flooding and erosion in the coastlines. So we are, if overfishing is still happening, we are not just affecting one ecosystem area, but affecting others. Lastly, the conclusion. After we all have reviewed all the possibilities that surround a seafood restaurant and how might impact in the environment, we should analyze other aspects as economical, as community aspects, so we can decide if it's suitable or not. So in order for a seafood restaurant to be suitable in the city, this one should be this one should follow sustainable guidelines and ecological and implant ecological measurements in their company's laws, so they know how know the importance of sustainability and how it could benefit the society and the business. Lastly, lastly, I have some references from the information I use in these slides. Thank you.